Hello there, my name is Vygandas and I'm founder and creator of ISOMERA project. Well, not the sole creator, it's based on people contributing to this open source, but the guy who came up with the idea. Alright, let's see what I have to say. Okay, well, let's start with it is open source, free to use, and mid license. I think it was mid. Well, basically free to use, and it is a SaaS, service as a solution, boilerplate, well, starter project, which is configured to be enterprise grade, enterprise project ready. And the idea came up because, well, my own specialization is mostly service as a solution projects. And well, after you create so many configurations for this, which is basically repetitive, so it's like all the projects has sign in, sign up, confirmation emails, they all have emails, they all have user entities, and so on and so on. There's backend, there's frontend, usually it's a React, on the backend it's Express or Nest. So in ISOMERA decided to make it with a Nest because, well, it's more strict and it's a more serious thing. And ISOMERA contains separate DTOs. It has separated interfaces and some generic utilities. Also, it has separated logic for authentication and querying the data. And the reason is that not only dashboard can be used on the web, but also React Native could also successfully utilize all that implementation. And it's gonna be on React Query. So, all right, let's see what's done so far. So, we have a repo. That's nice. What else? It's much more than that. So we have some continuous integration in place, GitHub action spinning, capturing all the mistakes, checking the tests, checking is it pretty, is it linted well. Also we have DTOs, libraries, interfaces, and implementation separated as a library. We also have API with Nest.js, we have platform with React, and also dropped in Next.js for landing pages. It's like every project has a landing page for marketing reasons and like capturing signups. So all of these three main components are in place. And now what's going on? So what's the progress? Currently, like initially had an idea to have Redux because we all thought, okay, if we implement sockets, sockets might push some important data back into the app, and thought, well, Redux may be a good place to store all of that data. But then after multiple discussions, came up with a decision that, well, it is better to have React Query, and it still can support all the sockets and have bidirectional synchronization. And still, if some specific project needs Redux, that one can be integrated. So that's all good. It's all doable, no lock-ins. In fact, having Redux would lock in you to having Redux. So that's a, I think, good approach. And by dropping Redux and implementing React Query, happened that also implementing authentication system. Well, it's gonna be like a very basic, something like login, sign up, and then split into separate issues and separate branching and PRs. But for now, like I had another project with a similar setup, so porting all of the goodies into current one. All right. What? All right. You might ask, how can you contribute to this project? So, well, First, I would recommend looking into GitHub milestones. So you would get the picture, of the thing that has to be made. What's the idea overall? So basically, I can give you a hint. That, like, idea is to make it like a good starter where you just pick it up. All the signups working. You don't need to think about it. It's prepared with Docker images, with all the builds. It's pushing to Docker Hub or wherever you need. You can easily, like, there are tutorials. You deploy it to AWS, for example, or DigitalOcean, or wherever you need, and it's all working, and you just go straight to actually solving the problem. So first thing, check milestones. Second thing, look into issues. You might find something that is low-hanging fruit, easy to do. Why not? If you want to get warm up and just maybe you have some time, or you really like the idea, you just can start like that. Third, check out the discussions. There might be something going on, but at the moment it's not that active. Also created a Discord page. The link of the invite is in README. You can check that. Please, if you're interested in helping and contributing, jump in there. We can talk. It might be just easier to figure out what to do or discuss, all other stuff. One thing to note, I'm trying to keep all the discussions related to features, implementation, who would be doing who, on GitHub, because, so since it's an open source and we are distributed team, like some might live in America, some in Europe, some in Asia, not everyone can participate in Discord at the same time. Let's keep Discord more for helping each other if somebody gets stuck, not for making final decisions or figuring out, important things. One more important thing. Don't start working on an issue if you're not assigned to it, because somebody might write in the comments of the issue that, okay, I'm gonna do it, that's my idea how I'm gonna solve it, and then the other person will be assigned and they will practically do the whole thing, and nobody will know that you were doing anything at all. So just to save time of everyone and avoid duplicate work, please be proactive, write the comments. Let's figure out if you can do the idea is right, and then you get assigned to it, and then the ticket is yours and you're the owner. Everybody will wait for you. All right. Also, to avoid people coming up with the idea and getting assigned and not doing anything, probably we'll have like something like a 3 days rule of inactivity, something like that. If we miss you, check that you went there for like 3 days, 5 days, something like that. We might unassign you, of course, with a notice. Or first ping in the comments, you will get email notification. Now, if you reply that, yeah, I'm gonna be back, so that's all fine. If you won't reply, well, we'll figure out who can help with the task done. Huge thanks for helping to implement TypeORM to developer whose username on GitHub is along2195. Thank you for helping. That's very cool. And it seems to be working really great. Yeah, let's keep good work, and thank you for listening. Hope to meet you on Discord, on GitHub, and have a nice day.